over it. I'm going to light up because I want you to see the effect of these lights, which I'm going to be showing you how to do in a while. Hello, if you are first time here, I hope you subscribe to my channel if you are looking for craft ideas. So this is how it looks like. This is the lily of the valley. So I'm going to just quickly explain to you how I make this. So if I turn this light on, let me just, can you see the difference? And then I have one which is I hide the the open. Yeah, you can see it's really make a lot of difference. So I've been doing these lights and I really enjoy doing this. I'm gonna on this light. So I'm gonna show you how I do this. This is actually done by old lights that I have. I bought this at, if I'm not wrong, at the Lopez for 20 crown. So it was really nobody wanted, you know, so I thought maybe I should bring it home and do something about it. And then I got these old flowers that I'm about to throw away. So I was thinking, hey, I go and check on Instagram. There's these flowers, this lamp was so beautiful and I fell in love with it. So I decided to make these lights for decoration, and this is really good because you can put them by itself and the on off switch is hidden inside here. So you just need to reach out and then you just need to on and off it like this. This is on, this is off. Yeah, so it looks very simple, but actually it's very complicated. I tried to do a video on this, so it didn't work because there was far too many steps. So I thought I'm going to share with you live so that you could see how this is done. So without further ado, let me just put the light aside and show you what are the materials you need. Okay, maybe I'll just put one here like that so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to be doing this model. This is a simple one. This you can put them beside your bed as a nightstand or a night light, which I think is really pretty at night. I can never stop staring at it because I find it so relaxing to look at it. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and I'm going to just put my camera down so you can see. So if you are new here, my name is Esty. I am a Singaporean. Hello, I'm a Singaporean staying in Sweden for the past 26 years. My hobby is craft, and also I am a forager. So in this video, I'm going to quickly show you the very easy way to do this. It's actually not that difficult. So I'm going to just love your t-shirt. Yeah, you like this t-shirt? I'm considering printing my own, and then if you guys are interested, then I would love to, you know, create my own merchandise and sell it, because I think this can be something that's suitable for our community here, which is a mushroom lovers, right? So well, let me know how many of you like this, and then maybe I'll consider designing my own, and then I'll put them in the merch. So let's start. So this is made of this fairy light. You can get this at Amazon. So this is the latest one. I really like this because, you know, it's so small compared to the old one, which is very chunky, right? So this one use another type of battery, which is very cheap and easy to find. I think it's 2032 the size, and I bought this like at a very dollar store. So they have it like 10 crown each. So you can get them at local store if you could find them, but otherwise, if you can't find this design, I already include the product link in the video description, so you can go check it out. All right, So fairy light is my favorite. My friend always asks me, hey, how come you always do fairy light? Because I'm so crazy about fairy light. And I just find that it really creates the ambience in the house. So I think 10 kroner is like $1. So it's not, it doesn't cost much. If you were to buy everything or you buy a ready-made one like that, it probably will cost you around, yeah, $30 easily. And where you can buy this like $1. So why don't you do it yourself? And if you have flowers like the lily of the valley, you can remove the flower bud like that. See how easy is this? So, and then what I did is I was not so smart. The last time I used a burner to burn the hole because the hole is very, very small. Let me just show you. The hole is extremely small. So I use a burner and then sometimes I burn my hand. It's not so good. So you have to be careful. So yesterday I found out that you can actually use a scissors. Make sure the scissors is sharp enough and don't ask a kid to do this. Right? You want to put the scissors, the hole inside the hole, and then what you do is just you twist them like that. Then you will get a bigger hole. Don't do the mistake like I did. So I think this way you can avoid getting hurt. So, and it's faster also, all right? Just twist the scissors. And then the thing with this material is like clay. It's very easy to make the hole. So it's a pity that I found out later about this. So now you got the tricks. So I make a bunch of this from this. So if you want to get this, I also include, I think Amazon, they have like a bunch, I think was like $7 for 15 of these. So you can make a lot of this lamplight and maybe consider selling it as a Christmas gift. So it comes with the lid. So it's very easy, like I say, it's very easy to remove them and then make the hole bigger, because all these lights, the fairy lights, the bulb is very small, but then you still want to make sure that you fit in and it will stay there. So for it to stay there, you need to have glue gun. So don't worry, I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. But to cut the rays, I'm going to show you, this is exactly how it looks like. Why you're wondering why I have all this clamp? Just now I was trying to practice. So this is the normal fairy light. So what I did, if you notice here, that is different. Let me just show you like that. You see this silver, right? And then here is like green in color, right? So I actually use this kind of flower tape to tape it before I put them all together. And this kind of tape is very easy to find in all flower shop. You can get them easily. So what I did is that I take just one small area and then you just need the scissors to cut them. I think the tape is glue on one side. The other side is like, you can feel it, the glue side. So what you need to do is you stretch this a bit. Yeah, it's just like a rubber. So if you find that this is too hard, what do you call that? Too wide, you can cut them into smaller, thinner straps like this. All right. So you want to, you see this silver part? This part has been taped, and this part is not taped. I'm going to show you how to tape it. So I am going to put the camera down a little bit so you can see my camera. The lights are better, I think. I hope so. Can you guys see now? Let me know if you have problem looking at my camera. This is all I can do, because I noticed the light yesterday when I was working was really bad. So I try to ask my partner to help me to arrange get another light. Okay, now, how you do it? You put the fairy light like this, right? So you just need to put see here? You just need to come across here, tape it on one side like that, and then because it is glue here already, so you don't really need to, this is a bit the tricky part. Sometimes I find it a little bit troublesome also to put them. So you just go around the tape like that. I think maybe this one is too short. I'm too stingy. Okay, let's do a new one. Okay, you find a big longer tape. So maybe around this. And then you want to stretch it. All right, I'm going to try and use this whole piece this time. So you put the tape on top of this wire and then you just close it like that. See how easy it is to close it? And then you want to just twist it and then you go around the wire, making sure that it covers the whole wire. Sometimes it may be a bit too short, but don't worry. I'll show you a trick how to overcome that problem, all right? So if you cut too long, it can be a problem too. I'll explain to you why. Because this tape, as you were folding it, there are a lot of excess. So what I always do is I hold on to this part and then I just quickly just use my hand and then I'll just twist it further. You see there is a silver part here, right? So I just twist it and then see the silver part is gone, almost. So just make sure you twist it tightly so that it will get more covered. So if it's just maybe 1 centimeter, it is okay. Because when you fold the light and when you put the lights into this flower, you know, you also need some space. So it doesn't matter if it's just 1 centimeter. In fact, it is better. Because if it's the tape is come all around to the end, then you might have some problem. You might need a bigger hole. So again, I have one more to do. So I'm just going to do one more quickly. And I know roughly how long it is. And then I'm going to cover this. Some people ask, hey, isn't it better if you do it later? I find that this way is easier because when you are trying to pull out the stems, yeah, it is more difficult that way, I find. And also you will understand what I mean later when I show you how this is done. I find that this way is easier because now you have all your wire being taped, so it is much lesser work for sure. Because when I was doing this one, I start to realize, you know, how troublesome it is if you do it later on. So when you do this, you do all at once. Hold it to the side and then you just twist them. So it will come together. And you see it covers the green part, the whole silver part. So if you like, you can do this in advance. When you watch TV, you know, nothing to do, right? Your hand itchy, right? So you can do this. So now this is done, right? The whole thing is done. So what is next? You want to do the stems. So this is about 1.2 meters long. So usually I will get the center part so that I have two. So this is the end and this is the end. I put them together. The lights, maybe this is easier to see when there's lights on. You see this and this is the end. So I put the end and the end together. Okay, so I will come to this part where it tells me this is the center. Yeah, so at the center, this is the center. So you want to like create two stems, right? Okay. The screen is a bit small. I'm afraid that I cannot do anything about it. But I'm sure you know what I mean. So again, I'm going to do like this. So I get two like that. And then I have one, which is the center. So now I have two stems. One stem and the other one on the other side. Okay, so this is one stem and this is one stem. You will understand what I mean later on. Okay, now I'm going to twist this because you want to close this part. Because if you don't close it, then it becomes very complicated later. So now you have two parts. So we start with one stem first. All right, you notice there is two light. So I'm going to get the center part. One light here and one light here, and this is the center. So I'm going to just decide about how long I want my each petal. So I would say around from the beginning, maybe about 3 centimeter or more, maybe about 4 centimeter. So I decide on the length. See, it becomes like the same. Yeah, so you want to decide the length. So I think this is a very good length. So at this point you want to close it, you twist it together until it becomes like one. You see, and then on this one you also twist it and it becomes another one. Yeah, so now this is my length. Okay, and then it's supposed to be curved. You see the original, the valley, lily valley, it's curved right on one side, but I don't end there. I want to make like 2 petals because when you have more lights distributed, it's the flower become brighter because you don't want to hide the lights. So now we continue to do this part. To keep this together, what I suggest, you can get this kind of small pin and just clip them so it will stay together. Okay, again, we do the other side, this part, and then I'm going to be like doing like about this. Use your thumb, maybe it's easier, like this. So you get another one on this side. You use your thumb again, you get another part. So at this point, you can actually twist this part together. All right, don't worry about this because later you can always move them around. And then the same thing, you twist this one. And the same on this side, you twist this part too. Okay, you see this, there's an opening here, right? Then you twist them. Then it become one. So I think it's really good if you have the lights on so you can see better. You see, an old lady here cannot see. So again, you just continue to twist them like that. All right, so again, you want to do another one. Here, you just need to twist them. And on this side, the same thing. I use my thumb and I know, okay, around there, then I twist them again. So don't worry if it's not perfect at the time, for the time being, because it will be perfect later on. Right now, I'm going to twist this. And then you see the opening here, don't worry, just keep twisting it. So I'm going to just go very quickly and do this part, so I won't bore you with my this speed. Okay, I'm just going to twist this. And then for this part, I'm going to twist this too. Around my thumb, twist it. Okay, come to this end, you also want to twist them. Some people may think, oh, lembe, you know, like it's going to fall off like that. So if you like, you can use a wire to hold it. But for me, I think this is okay. We'll see what happens later on when we put everything together. Because the flower is not very heavy. So usually I will decide, okay, later, should I add a wire or not? Maybe we don't even need them. So you see, this is the extra one. So don't worry, just latch this one and then just twist the end. So you want to twist this until it becomes like one, yeah? So we quickly do on this side. So this is done, yeah? And we're gonna do this part. So again, around the thumb size, just squeeze it. I find that this craft is really good because first of all, it's cheap. In Sweden, we start to decorate Christmas like in November, you know. So this is actually a really good time to start working on craft. And I enjoy doing this during this time because I will be very depressed if I don't have the opportunity to do this at home, because I can't watch television the whole night. So this will give me an opportunity to learn something rather than sit on the couch and just wait for the television program and you're watching like advertisement all the time, you know? So I don't really, I find it's a waste of time watching TV. I don't know how many of you agree with me, but I really feel that it's a waste of time. So I'm going to close this, twist this. So I hope I can do more Christmas decoration and share with you guys some cheap way to decorate your house without having to spend a lot of money. So nowadays the economy is so bad, so we really have to find way not to spend money. In fact, I find that Christmas decoration are not cheap nowadays. I was in the shop and I couldn't put myself to buy like like just a simple lights, you know, or Christmas lights, or reindeer that cost like 1,000 crown. That's too expensive for me. For me, I prefer homemade stuff. You know, if I were to be given a gift, I would prefer something that are homemade. So this can be a good Christmas gift also if you are considering giving it to somebody that would appreciate this kind of thing, homemade stuff. And I think when you give a person something that you made yourself, I think people will tend to appreciate more because they know that you do it from your heart. So we are almost done here. So you see at the end part, I get so many lights here, but it is okay. So I'm just going to like make them into like a knot here. All right. So if you find that this is a bit too weak, you can also put a thicker wire, but I think I'm not going to do that because I think it is enough to hold. Now the most fun part is here. So I want to use a wire to just put them in here so that I could use this one as my base. So I'm just going to twist this, and because I'm going to use this one, this is just a normal candle holder. So I find this kind of foam that I got from the bike. So instead of throwing it, I'm going to use this. So this is going to be poked through, but I think this is a bit too short, too long. And also, you see, it's too much. It's falling apart. So maybe I need to use the wire. Okay, we'll see what happened. Let me just put the... Okay. Now I think this is far too long. I'm going to just cut them using this tongs. So I measure approximately, okay, this deep. And then I will just poke them into the center like that. Okay. Obviously, this is too too tall. Sometimes you really have to have a strong hand. Okay, now I think we might need a wire because by looking at this point, make sure it is straight and then you poke through. You see, definitely you need a support on this, yeah? So how long support do we need? We need probably around this. Yeah, around this. So I'm going to be, maybe I'll try half of this. Stingy, I don't want to cut the other part. Actually, I have a longer one. Let me just use this. I have actually cut this one, which I made earlier on, because I'm not so sure if I want to use this. So you see, this is like falling down, right? So you don't want it to fall down, and you don't worry about the sponge because later I'm going to use something to push this in position so that you will not okay, so that it will not be okay. I think this is fine. See, it may look a bit strange, but don't worry. Where's my tape? Take the tape And then don't cut too much at one time, just a bit, maybe around here. And then you have to pull the tape. And then you see this is the base. So I usually like to start on the base and then I pull myself up. I think it's easier that way. Or maybe, yeah, I think it's easier this way. So pull it a little bit so that it will not be like so, what do you call that? Don't worry, I'm going to show you the close-up later. See if this is like horrible workmanship. I try, okay, I try my best because this is not, I didn't really do this like 100 times, so this is my 4th one. So don't blame me, okay? I'm trying my best to show you guys how I do it. According to me, the easiest way. I've seen one girl, she did that, but then again, you have to buy the kit. To buy the kit is very expensive, so I think it's far too expensive, and I think you can find material in your house. Don't need to buy the kit. So this is almost ready on one side, so now you have a more stable stamps. Okay. So now just squeeze them. See, now it's straight. See, this one's like lembut, huh? So don't worry about the position. Now you want to support this one too. So I'm going to put the stem here. And this is higher, taller than this. So I'm going to push this in a little bit more. Yeah. So I get the right amount. Just pull. I don't know about you guys in your country. Let me know where are you watching from, because I notice certain country the craft material is extremely expensive. Like in Sweden, I compared the price. In Sweden we have only just a couple of like a craft store here in Sweden, and it's called Pandura. You can buy them online, but they don't have everything online where you could buy. The price is extremely expensive. I mean, for me, as a crafter, sometimes it's good that you compare the price, so you will not feel like you're a sucker, you know, that you buy stuff that is overpriced. So I suggest compare the price before you buy, because sometimes the price can be so much different. Remember to pull the paper, the tape. Okay. And then oh, my tape is not enough. Stingy girl. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to round this up. the one thing good about this tape is like if like this situation, you can, it's better to have too little than too much, because these tape are not very cheap, but they are very very good to have, because you cannot see, it's so seamless, you know, because you don't see the ending and the opening. Okay, say not so bad, huh? So now I have this two stem and I could control how I want it. So now is the fun part. On this part, well, so you want to just twist it, or even you can do it later. So what if there's more important now, you want to put the flower in. So quickly on my this the glue gun, you need a glue gun. In fact, I burned myself this just now in the afternoon. I was playing with my LG's granddaughter and I accidentally burned my finger. But I'm so glad that I still managed to do this. So here is the, while waiting for the glue gun to heat up. So how you gonna hide this, right? So this kind of foam is very good. So if you go to the shop and you see this, ask if you can have it, because you can cut. This is a kind of rubber one. So cut nearly all the way through. And then put this around. Go around this. Otherwise it'll be so ugly, huh? Later. Don't worry about the foam. I'm going to stabilize it later on. I'm going to just hide this first. Okay. Let this go round and round. And where is the opening? Here. Okay. Now you want to start this opening here. Okay, I make one more round. It seems like there's so much wire. So you don't want to have too short either, because you want to be able to take it out like that, right? And then replace the battery. So I think I'm quite satisfied with this. So I'm just going to stuff my belt, leaving a little bit of space here so that I could turn it on and off easily. So, oh, this is like not in good position. Let me just try and tighten this a little bit. Okay, put that in here. So, like that. Okay, now the fun part. Let's take the flower beads. I have, there are different sizes. If you notice, if you buy from Amazon, there are big one and a small one. This is a smaller one and this is a slightly bigger one. So for me, I prefer to use the bigger one so the lights will expose more. So I'm going to just choose the big one. Okay, I'm just going to use this. So the hole, I burn it. So you don't need to burn it. You just put them in here. But that is not enough because it will fall off over time. So you want to use a glue gun. How I do it is that I put the glue gun, I use the glue gun to glue it on the lights. Make sure that the green part is not being blocked, because you want the full light, the full moon. And then what I do is that I just put the lights with the glue gun. Oh, yeah, like that. And then be careful, okay, don't burn yourself. Just put the in like that. I think I put too much glue, so actually you don't need to do that. So just continue to do this. Just a bit of glue, because even at the side, you know, the flower, you still can. Oh, what happened? Okay, now this is too much again. So have control over, and then push the lights in like that, gently. Don't burn yourself. Okay, another one. It's quite fun, isn't it? This one. So just keep doing this. I want to do this part. If you do continue to do this part, you might get burned. So try a new area. So try not to avoid this. Yesterday, when I was doing this, the last time I got burned. Okay. This is. Sometimes I have to check the hole. So maybe the hole is too small. Then, you know, you might need to widen the hole a bit. And then push the light in, all right? Because if you let the light to come out here, then it's losing the effect. Yeah, this one is being covered with the green. So again, take your time, no hurry. Just enjoy the process. And I can guarantee it's very rewarding when you have made this yourself. And then you will say, wow, I'm so proud I can do this. Looks like professional. I had to call professional. Just fun. You need to encourage, give yourself some encouragement sometimes. You know, you don't have to seek for perfection. I think the key is that you having a great time. Right? Am I right? Okay. Having a great time, I think that is most important. Don't worry, I didn't forget the leaf. We'll do that later on. So I'm just going to show you this part that is most fun. You must not forget to have fun. I mean, life is not just eat, sleep, work. Eat, sleep, work. You must spare some time for your own passion, you know, regardless of what. It can be car, it can be just sitting and reading comics. It's also, as long as you enjoy it, I think it's really, really important that everyone should have a hobby. Almost done. Another few more and we are done with the lights. I think I want a bigger one. Oh, I burned myself. Okay. All right, you see all this string, right? Don't worry, you can remove it later on. So just focus on this for now. Yeah. I to use the bigger flower one because I noticed the lights effect is better. So if you want a smaller one, maybe you should do a smaller, like a smaller flower pot. Okay, last one. Right, done. And put everything back into my basket. I have a tray here if you're just wondering. I need to organize. If I don't organize, I'll go crazy. So get rid of this first. All right, now the fun part, right? This is very unstable, but you need also to put the leaves. So we're going to put the leaves. So what I do is that I will just glue the leaf, the longer one first. Right, I'll glue them. Maybe I'll glue them together like that. So the leaf, put the glue on a little bit. So you just stick it onto the stems. One here. I will need 6 leaves. 2 here. Make sure you don't glue the battery, eh? And then 1 more. Okay, the last one here. So I want to make sure that it is like 1, 2, 3, yeah, so that it's not so crowded. I put too little glue on this, so now I have more glue. How do you call that word? Symmetric. Yeah, like that. Symmetric. And then this one, the small one, right? We can put outside. Oh. And then okay, last one. Did I miss anyone? Yeah, here. Ta-da! Okay, not complete yet. I'm going to put I'm going to bend this one. So if you find that the tape is not tight enough, now's the time you can do it and then bend it. Okay. This is so good. Now bend this one. So Now, depending on how you want it to be facing, like now I find, okay, I want it to be like a bit open, so facing the front. But I like this to be in the table, like in my dining table. So I want like everyone to see, right? So do in a way like everyone can enjoy the view. Woohoo! We are almost done. Now, last part. Get all these stones. Because these stones are quite heavy, so you just need to cover the wire. Oops, son. Okay, don't worry, I have more stones here. I forgot to include the stones because I assume that you can easily find them in your local craft. I don't know whether you want to buy them in Amazon. That's why I didn't include the link for the stone, because I'm sure they have it there. So when you have them like that, we are done. Which one is nicer? The left one or the right one? Which one? I like both. And then you always have to, you always can adjust this until you are satisfied with the lights. The one thing good about this is like you decide how you want this to, it looks more realistic to you. Oh. And then just bend it forward. How do you find this? Would you do this? So it's really not that difficult, right? I think this one is very nice. How many of you like this one? The left one or the right one? Tell me. Love both of them. What is your name? Where are you from? And where is Andy? Andy, where are you from? Aubrey. Let me know where are you from, okay? Because I think this is really cute that you guys, men come and watch my live streaming. God. Okay. I think we on and then we compare, right? The lights. See which one is stronger. I off this light too, so you can see better. Yeah, I think they are almost the same. Yeah, which one do you think is nicer, the left one or the right one? The left one I think is more traditional. The right one is more modern. Huh? South Africa. Oh, I'm so glad you joined. So, do you have this kind of flowers in South Africa? This is a very common flowers in Sweden during the springtime. You will find them all over the place. So they are really, really pretty. And now tonight I did this one. This one, you see, I have only one stems. So I was thinking maybe everybody around the table could have this. I have this around my dinner table. And now I see this one is suitable for the window or beside my bed. So definitely, for me, I like this one better. I find that the light distribution are more even compared to this one. This one is like is being blocked by the leaves. So that is why you learn from your mistakes. Yeah. The reason why I said we learn from our mistakes is like, you notice the leaf is slightly higher compared to this one. This one is like more concealed. Yeah. So conceal, you will lose the light. This one, if you lift the flower higher a little bit, right, you glue it later after that, you will tends to have more even distribution compared to this. So I think it's very important when you design the lights. I think I definitely would recommend using this wire technique. This one, in fact, I did have a wire, but it's just one stems. But then I distribute the flowers around the wire. So it's slightly different compared to this one. This one is like more to one angle. Yeah. So it's very nice to have this at the window. What do you guys think about giving this to somebody? I think they are lovely. And of course, you can also make one like solo one. This one is a yellow flower. I can't find this in Amazon. This is a really old flowers that I found. We were about to throw away all these flowers. So I was thinking, hey, maybe we can do something like that. The problem with this type is it's just one branch. So you can see it's wobbly. So this is not so wobbly. With the wire, it's not so wobbly. So, what do you guys think about this live streaming? If you enjoy this live streaming, give a thumbs up. And also let me know if you have any questions. I happily answer them even after the live streaming, because I noticed a lot of people were watching my craft video and I was really surprised because I've never done craft video before. And I think, and then I look at the age group of all those viewers and I noticed there are a lot of youngsters. It's either they are very young or they are very old. So there are older people who are enjoying doing this too during their free time. But I think this suits any age, so long as you want to do something. I think it's very important. Let me just answer some questions, all right? I can appreciate the one on the right. Okay, it looks more like art. The other one is too perfect. Okay. This one is like art. This is like too perfect. Okay, I agree with you. This one is like a bit more artistic, huh? More tradition. Yeah, why not? I was watching and I just enjoy watching this also, like every evening when we were watching TV, I turn off all the lights and I have these lights. And I hope that I could also ask LG, because with this kind of lights, you can actually buy like a connecting thing to connect them to your main switch, you know. So instead of using battery, you can also use lights. And this is LED light, so the consumption is like nothing. Nothing happened. So yeah, I was thinking maybe I should ask or learn how to do this, connect them to the electricity, so I don't have to keep buying batteries. But they are not expensive either. But I wonder how long this lasts. I noticed that I've on this like every night for the past 1.5 weeks. So it's still running, going very strong. So I would assume that the battery are quite good. I don't know about this. I will tell you guys, okay, in my comment. So remove all the wire, and then I'm going to just do one more notice here. I don't know whether you have seen this. I have made like this before. This is my next project. All right, I couldn't find a frame because this is like the frame, normal frame. So I use dry flower, and I noticed that lately all the flowers are flaking. So I try to remove it, and it was a pain doing that. But I find it is much easier if I remove it using the glue gun. So if you're too cheap like me, don't want to buy anymore, or I couldn't be bothered to find. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to remove all this, and then I'm going to paint it over with different shades of green. Like this. Different shades of green. Because I find that green is really beautiful. And then I'm gonna make like mushrooms so that I could have the mushroom using the polymer clay, and then I could glue it on top, and then I have all this repainted and reuse it instead of throwing it away, right? So I probably paint all different shades of green, and then I'll make some mushrooms figure, and I'm gonna paste them, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So if you are interested, let me know. I can like do a live stream very quickly, and I'll show you how to create the mushroom figure, and we maybe have to split it. One day we will have to do like just the mushroom alone, and then because you have to wait for mushroom to dry before you paint them. So whether or not I'm going to paint them, we'll see what happens. And then let's work this together. If you are into this idea, don't forget to subscribe. When you subscribe, put the bell notification on, because when you do that, every time when I go on live, you will get a notification. So this is my next project. So I'm going to hang this up in my B&B. We have an Airbnb upstairs. Currently, we have not get any customers because we are having some issue with the pipe. So we are not taking any visitor right now. But I am planning for next year. Our project is to like slowly convert the upstairs to more like a retreat. Somebody asked me, hey Hesty, do you have like weekend retreat, or maybe if we come abroad, can we come and stay at your Airbnb, and then you can bring us out to forage mushroom, and then we can learn how to preserve it or dry it, and maybe learn how to cook them. So I said, yeah, maybe that could be possible. That is provided nobody is booking upstairs. So this is what I have in mind for next year. Literally me, who will want to start this maybe end of June, between end of June to maybe end of September, because the mushroom season here are not very long compared to the south of Sweden. So we only have about maybe 2.5 months to do like this kind of retreats. So if you guys are interested in this kind of retreats, let me know. I am currently planning to like start a web page where you could get information on what kind of things that you would learn at these retreats, and what kind of activities I'm going to organize for you guys. Maybe I'll get a special guest to come and coach you guys, or maybe give you guys some basic education about mushroom. I know a little bit about mushroom, but I still feel like I need to train myself more, like fluently, how to guide you, because it's very important. You don't want to give the wrong information, especially mushrooms. So I'm currently working on that, and I hope that this is something that you might be interested. So we'll see what happened. All right, so I have to go now. Trying to have a rest. I haven't been resting like the whole day today. Since morning I've been working in the kitchen, preparing these for this workshop. I think I need a rest. And if you are still staying here at this time, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned, and I'll see you in my next. All right, bye bye. And by the way, did you guys see the sign behind? Can you read the sign? I can't read because I'm not wearing glasses. Let me see if I can read. It's the other way around. The picture, the sign say crazy mushroom lady. I think this is like me. Okay, and also about the t-shirt, let me know if you guys like me to design this kind of t-shirt. I happily do that. I recently learned how to paint also, so let me know. Bye bye.